Hello and welcome to the final session of the ALT Online Winter Conference. Together with my colleagues Martin Hoxie and Anna David, we want to celebrate some of the highlights from the last 2 days and hope you can join us in looking back at 2 days of very packed programming with sessions every half an hour back to back, lots of tweet chats, lots of social engagements. My personal highlights, I think, today were very varied, and I had the pleasure to join a lot of different sessions, all led by members of ALT. Some of the sessions that we looked at today, particularly that I really enjoyed, had to do with the 12 apps of Christmas. We looked at mobile and personalization, and also we looked at open badges, which was a really exciting session led by Doug Belshaw and Brian Mathis from City and Guilds. But I think for me, the highlight of the morning was definitely a session on a playful turn at conference engagement with Rosie there on our slide with taking the prize for the best hat for presenter ever, I think, at an ALT webinar. I don't know, Martin, if you want to join in and share some of your highlights today in the morning.
Well, that was fun. My other laptop just crashed. And so, what timing is that? That's like perfect timing almost. So
The end of the conference, all the technology gives out.
Yeah. So you can't see me other than perhaps my frozen face and perhaps your Windows rebooting in the background. So I'm going to just try and juggle a bit to get onto the next slide. And I don't know if I really want to talk about this, and I just want to talk about how relieved I am to get to this point. Well, with almost no incident. But yeah, so what's been really interesting for us is just the number of international participants and speakers we've attracted to the conference. So that map is some fresh data we got off of our Google Analytics earlier today, and so each one of those little dots is someone looking at the conference website and hopefully participating as well.
That's incredible. So that means that there is participation from across lots and lots of different continents. I know we've had people joining us from the US, from Australia, New Zealand, from different European countries and African countries. So if you have enjoyed today and yesterday and you've come and joined us from far-flung places, thank you very much for getting involved and thank you for your contribution.
Yes, and some great things happening today as well. So earlier in the day we had a very entertaining tweet chat, which I think had a very important message at the heart of it. James Clay, I don't have a dog, which kind of raised the issue of where our priorities are in terms of doing stuff and discovering about learning technologies, and some other great sessions highlighting different tools and projects going on. So James Clay again and Sarah Knight did some, I thought, did a great job in actually stirring up some of their audience, looking at digital literacies and digital capabilities. So but lots to get going on, and we're quickly putting up recordings, so if you've missed any of this, then you can go back and look over some of it.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing to see so many people showcasing and sharing learning technology in practice, from professional development to research and also policy development. And I think one of the things I really enjoyed about the conference has been that a lot of the resources people have shared are all openly licensed. So if you are following up on things that you've spotted or maybe things that you've missed that look interesting or that could be of use to you in your context, in your institution, hopefully you'll have a lot of resources to look back on and reuse in your own context. But shall we go on to really celebrate those people who've made this conference possible? Because all of the sessions over the past 2 days have been led by members of ALT, and I think it's been a real privilege to see the diversity in our community and how many people are able to really get in touch with learning technology in their institution, in different FE contexts, skills contexts, higher education, schools from around the world and in different countries. So I think it's been a fantastic showcase for our community. And hopefully, with your help, we'll get to make an even better event at the end of next year.
So I'm just pausing briefly because in the midst of all that, we've got some people using the Q&A module on the events page. And yes, we are here, and we've got the Q&A open. So if you want anything to ask, any questions, I think some of them are exploring the Q&A module. So we'll perhaps move on.
Well, we're having a look as well on our Twitter stream at altc, so if you have any burning questions or any comments you want us to read out in this final session, please do share your feedback with us. But should we talk a little bit about other ways of contributing to this event? Because obviously we have our members who've led all the sessions.
Yes, so we've run this event for free, so anyone could register and participate. And we've also put a small contribution page up. So we've actually had some additional contributions today as well. So thanks to all the individuals that have contributed a small sum, and also some of the companies such as Urkund, Glasgow Caledonian University, Brightspace by Desire to Learn. Which one am I forgetting?
You're forgetting the biggest one of all, Blackboard Collaborate. Thanks for hosting or helping us host all of these webinars. I'm happy to say that over the last 2 days, we've only had to cancel one session, and that wasn't because of our platform, but because of other external factors beyond our control. So I think 2 days of online conferencing without the webinar platform breaking down is an amazing achievement. So thanks again for your support.
Yes, thank you. So, as we mentioned, this is the first time we've run this event, and so your feedback is very important to us about how we can make this better. So, Lauren, how can people help?
Okay, well, there is lots of ways. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our colleagues who's joined us in the Hangout. Anna, if you want to give a wave. Hi, Anna's our events manager, and she's going to email all of the participants this evening with requests for feedback and evaluation. So look out for that email. You can give us feedback in our online evaluation form, which is at go.alt.ac.uk/alt-online-2015-eval. And if you didn't get all of that, then look out for the email or on Twitter where we'll be sending you requests. As we said, throughout this conference, this is the first time we've had an online conference only for 2 days, the biggest online event we've ever run. So help us make it better next year. If you want to help out, get involved, support the event in 2016, this is your chance to give us feedback. But you can also tweet us, and many of you have already done so throughout the event and just now. Our hashtag at altc is what we're going to be monitoring. And finally, if you've had a bad experience, if you want to give us more in-depth feedback, or if you need any help, you can email us. Our email address is helpdesk@alt.ac.uk. So there's multiple ways to give us feedback. Share your pictures, share your experiences, good and bad. We want to learn from our mistakes and help us make this and future events more of a success than the last 2 days.
So, should we just mention a couple of the things? If you haven't had enough of us and you want to do more things with the association,
Right, then because altc is not just for Christmas, not just for September. We're trying to get the word out that altc is for the whole year. So what's coming up next?
Should I do this?
Absolutely.
Well, yes, to get the most out of your membership, we've got a couple of things coming up. So, as I've mentioned in quite a few of the sessions I've chaired today, I live quite close to Edinburgh, so I'm very pleased to see that OER 16, I think it's the 7th Open Educational Resources Conference, is coming to Edinburgh in April, on the 19th and 20th of April. So the theme is around open culture. We've already got a really wonderful lineup of keynote invited speakers, and you can find more about that on the oer16.oerconf.org site. So I think the next milestone on that event is we've got all of our reviews in, or we've got all of our submissions in. I think a record number. So we're just
Definitely,
working
I think
through
over 130 altogether, so there'll be a fierce competition to get into that program.
so stay tuned in January when we actually open the bookings. Just to also flag that it's a bit of a learning festival in Edinburgh in April, so also look out for LAC, Learning Analytics and Knowledge, or something like LAC 16, and also Learning at Scale around that same time as well. But back to the alt membership and the things that you can do to help us actually shape the future. The association is a membership association, and we're very much responding to where you want to take us in terms of strategy and policy. So right now we've got the you can look at how we're doing in terms of the strategy, but you can also help us shape strategy in coming years with the Alt Annual Survey 2015. So it's a chance for you to input your voice into that and let the sector know as well some of the things that are interesting you or not interesting you as much.
That's right. We're really looking feedback from our membership about what our priorities are for the next year, sharing practical examples of what we're doing as a community. And as with this conference, so much of our activities are led by our membership. And that leads us, I think, to the last words. So together with my colleagues and alongside all the members and presenters that were involved in this conference, I want to say a very big thank you. This has been a fantastic experience. We've thoroughly enjoyed it. We hope you did too. And I think some of our presenters have joined us despite flooding, despite network or power outages, despite their own busy schedules and hectic personal commitments. So for all of you who've participated and helped us make the 2 days that we've just had together a really engaging and exciting and valuable time, I want to say thank you. It's a real privilege to work with you, and I hope we'll see you again soon at altc. And Martin, do you want to have any last words?
Well, yes. This obviously this event wouldn't have been possible without the contribution of alt members, but as well as Anna, who we have on our call, the events manager. We also have Tom Palmer, who, despite having horrendous man flu, has been working for us from home, helping setting up sessions and all the pre-work as well. So a big thank you to Tom as well. So Maren and I have had the pleasure of being fronting a lot of these sessions, but the office has done a lot to make this possible. So a big thank you to them as well.
Yeah, a big shout out to our entire staff team, and also to the trustees and again to our members. With that, I think we'll close and we'll give you a final wave all together. So have a good rest of the week and hopefully happy holidays, and hopefully see you again soon. Thank you very much and goodbye.